Here's a surprising truth. Love is like a drug, but the real magic lies in two things. A person who truly loves you will always give you, without any reason, and trust me, it's not what you think. Stay with us as we uncover what truly defines real love. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can be the first to explore more powerful insights like this in our upcoming videos. Now let's get started. Love and relationships have been studied deeply by psychologists for decades, and yet they remain one of the most complex aspects of human life. One interesting fact is that the more you talk about someone, the more likely you are to fall in love with that person. This may seem surprising, but our minds tend to attach deeper meaning to people we focus on. This focus strengthens emotional bonds, even if they weren't initially strong. But be careful, because not everything or everyone you focus on is worth your time. Some people are like fake flowers. They appear beautiful from a distance, but when you get closer, you realize how useless they truly are. This analogy applies perfectly to love and relationships, where people may look perfect at first, but disappoint you later. On the other hand, true love is when nothing feels right and everything hurts, yet you still want the same person over and over again. It's a profound connection that persists even in the face of difficulties. However, as we delve deeper into this emotional landscape, we must first acknowledge that self-love is equally important. You cannot pour from an empty cup. If you make a mistake in the past, it's crucial to forgive yourself. Don't be harsh or rude to yourself. Say sorry to yourself, forget it, and move on. Holding on to past mistakes too tightly can prevent you from opening up to love in the present or future. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. Love, in many ways, is like a drug. Studies have shown that it is as addicting as cocaine. Once you experience true love, it becomes almost impossible to let go. The feelings of euphoria, attachment, and desire become so deeply ingrained in your emotional makeup that you crave more of it. This is why once you have love, it's incredibly hard to stop wanting it. You will always desire more of it, making love a fundamental part of human existence. Let's take a moment to discuss the nature of crushes. According to research, crushes typically last only 4 months. It's often a fleeting experience that fades away as quickly as it began. But if that crush continues past this period, it's a sign that you are not just infatuated, you're truly in love. That's why a relationship needs to last more than 4 months to be considered a genuine love story. Think of it this way. The longer you invest emotionally in someone, the deeper and more enduring the bond becomes. This is especially true when couples in love engage in meaningful activities, like gazing into each other's eyes. When two people who are deeply in love look into each other's eyes for 3 minutes, something remarkable happens. Their heart rates synchronize. This shared experience creates a connection that is more than physical. It's emotional, psychological, and even physiological. But it's not always easy to navigate love, especially when dealing with people who don't reciprocate in the same way. For example, it's important to stay away from 2 types of people in life, one arrogant and the other too busy. The arrogant will always remember you by their own means, never acknowledging your feelings or contributions. The busy, on the other hand, may not actively disregard you, but their inattention will feel just as painful. Neither of these individuals will ever provide the emotional reciprocation needed to sustain a healthy relationship. Speaking of reciprocation, an interesting psychological phenomenon occurs when you find out that someone likes you. Even if you never had feelings for them before, a small part of you may start liking them back. This is due to a psychological concept called reciprocal liking, where we are drawn to people who show interest in us. It's fascinating how attraction works, and this dynamic becomes even more complex when we consider gender differences. Studies have found that a woman is more attracted to a man when she is uncertain about how much he likes her. On the other hand, when a man is attracted to a woman, he tends to lower his voice, projecting dominance and attraction. This contrast in behavior between men and women has been a subject of interest in the field of evolutionary psychology for years. In fact, if you become really close to someone, you may notice another interesting phenomenon. You begin to hear their voice in your head when you read their texts. This is a sign that you've formed a deep, intimate connection, allowing their presence to linger in your mind, even when they are physically absent. Humor also plays a significant role in relationships. Couples who spend at least 10 minutes a day laughing together are more likely to have a stronger relationship. Laughter is a form of emotional bonding, a shared experience that strengthens the connection between two people. In fact, humor is one of the most important traits women look for in men, as it signals both intelligence and honesty. Two qualities that are essential for a lasting relationship. Moreover, the way we express attraction can be very telling. For instance, when a guy likes a girl, he will often maintain eye contact, signaling his interest directly. Conversely, when a girl likes a guy, she might look away, expressing her feelings more subtly. This difference in behavior is rooted in gender norms and the ways in which men and women are socialized to express romantic interest. Yet, attraction doesn't always work out as we wish. We tend to be more easily attracted to people we have no chance with, which can lead to frustration and longing. When we are single, all we seem to notice are happy couples. And when we're in a relationship, we suddenly start noticing happy singles. This ironic twist of perception shows just how much our emotional state colors the way we see the world around us. Furthermore, people who don't receive love from anyone tend to become depressed, and their risk of heart attack increases. The absence of love doesn't just affect our mental well-being. It also takes a toll on our physical health. People who swear a lot, contrary to popular belief, tend to be more loyal and honest with their friends. Swearing, in this context, is a sign of emotional authenticity. It shows that these people are upfront about their feelings, rather than hiding behind a facade of politeness. In relationships, this honesty is crucial, as it builds trust and mutual respect. And speaking of trust, there are certain guidelines to live by when it comes to love and relationships. For example, don't love what you can't trust. Don't hate what you can't have. Don't say what you can't show. And above all, don't judge what you don't know. These principles are foundational to any healthy relationship, as they emphasize the importance of honesty, authenticity, and understanding. When you don't speak with the one you love for more than 48 hours, it can feel almost like homesickness. The emotional bond is so strong that the absence of communication creates a sense of loss, similar to being far away from home. This is why consistent communication is so important in relationships. Moreover, if someone truly wants to see you, they will find a reason. They'll make the effort, no matter how hard the situation is. Psychology tells us that a person who truly loves you will never let you go, no matter how difficult things get. When you love someone deeply, superficial factors like age, distance, height, and weight become irrelevant. True love transcends these limitations, focusing instead on emotional connection and mutual respect. In fact, true love can wait for more than 10 years to finally blossom into a relationship with the one you love. In some extraordinary cases, it can even wait for more than 50 years. These are the love stories that endure the test of time, proving that patience and persistence can overcome almost any obstacle. A true relationship is built on the foundation of trust and transparency. In other words, it's a relationship where you can tell each other anything and everything. No secrets, no lies. This kind of openness creates a bond that is unbreakable because it is grounded in honesty. And here's another fascinating fact. Loving someone and being loved in return makes emotional and physical wounds heal faster. This is due to the release of oxytocin in the blood, a hormone that promotes feelings of trust and connection. Oxytocin is often called the love hormone because of its powerful role in emotional bonding. Respect is another crucial element in any relationship. Respect, much like love, is reciprocal. Think of it like a mirror. The more you show it to others, the more it reflects back on you. This is why it's important not just to say that you respect someone, but to show it through your actions. Similarly, when it comes to love, don't believe those who merely tell you they love you. Instead, believe those who show you they love you. Actions always speak louder than words. Love is the most beautiful thing to have, but it's also the hardest thing to earn and the most painful thing to lose. That's why you should spend your time with people who love you unconditionally. Don't waste it on those who only love you when the conditions are right for them. This brings us to another important point: rejection. Rejection can feel devastating, but it's important to remember that nice things are often rejected by people who can't appreciate their value. In other words, if someone rejects you, it doesn't mean you're not worthy of love. It just means they aren't capable of appreciating it. Boys turn into men when they understand that nobody cares about them if they can't provide value. This may sound harsh, but it's a reality that many people face. As we grow older, we realize that love and relationships are not just about feelings. They're also about contribution, support, and value. The more you ignore the one you like, the more you may end up falling for them. This counterintuitive truth reveals just how complex our emotions can be. Being loved back by the person you love feels like having butterflies in your stomach most of the time. It's an overwhelming sensation of joy, excitement, and fulfillment. And here's another interesting dynamic. While boys typically make the first move in relationships, if a girl does it, you can be sure that no one will love you more than that girl. Her initiative shows deep affection and emotional investment. Finally, a person who truly loves you will give you two things without any reason. They will give you time in every situation, and they will always give you respect. These two things, time and respect, are the foundation of any lasting relationship. When you look into a stranger's eyes frequently, you might find yourself falling in love, as eye contact can create a powerful emotional connection. In conclusion, when you are deeply committed to someone, your heartbeats may even synchronize, creating a deeper bond between you and your partner. This synchronization isn't just a romantic idea, it's a physiological phenomenon that deepens your emotional connection. Most women are attracted to men with a strong sense of humor because it signals higher intelligence and honesty. And if two past lovers can remain just friends, it's either because they are still in love or they never were in love to begin with. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel for more insights into psychology, love, and relationships.